A lot of enemy types in the game. You have swarmers, which are adult males and females. Those are the sort of the ones you're going to run into the most often. They come in swarms of 5 to 10, sometimes more. We just wanted to make the world as challenging as we possibly could, so we have all different enemy types that do different things. So the newts are opportunists. They're sort of hit and run tactics. They stay up on the rooftops, but they'll swoop down and attack you if you're low on health. Screamers are almost always alone, but if they get to make their special yell, it's disorienting. It's like the screen effect will shake and you become disoriented for a while, but they also bring in swarms that are around the area. They'll bring them down on you. Fighting hordes is a core part of Days Gone. It's terrifying. You're facing up to 500 creatures at once, and you have to ask yourself, well, how do I do that? How could I ever do that? And the answer is you just have to be leveled up. You have to have an upgraded saddlebag on your bike to carry extra ammo. You have to have all the stamina you can possibly get for Deacon, because the key to survival is literally staying one step ahead of the hordes. You have to be really, really mindful of your environment, because all the hordes have a stomping ground. There's 40 of them in the world, and each one of them has a unique environment that they live in, and they hibernate during the day. So if you look for caves or tunnels or train cars, you're going to see that, hey, a horde is living here during the day. You can actually go into these things and see them all sleeping. It's kind of terrifying. But if you hang around and you watch, as soon as it gets dark out, they migrate out of the cave. They'll go to a feeding ground, which is like a mass grave usually, and then they'll find a place to drink, which is a lake, and you can learn those behaviors and you can pick the spot where you want to take them on. One of the key elements in Days Gone is what we call the freakosystem. All these systems are at play with each other. So when you come into an area like a marauder camp, there's going to be freaker bears there, there's going to be swarms there, there's going to be marauders there, and they hate each other as much as they hate you. A freaker bear will want to eat a marauder as much as he will want to eat you, and you can use that to your advantage. And it allows you as the player to really strategize how you approach any scenario. So escalation means you're making a lot of noise. You go into this camp and throw some explosives and drag that swarm in and let them do the fighting for you. Be aware of escalation. So if you're making noise, if you're taking on an infestation zone, you're burning out nests, because that's one of the things you have to do to make the world safer and to open up fast travel routes. Is you have to clear the routes by burning out the infestation zones. Be careful how you go about doing that, because if you're using explosives or you're using a shotgun, it'll make a lot of noise, and any creature in the area, including marauders and bears and hordes, it'll bring them down on you. First thing I try to do is scavenge parts to create a suppressor for my guns. So looking for different types of oil filters. Vehicles are everywhere, almost all of them are searchable, and you're gonna find oil filters and you're gonna be able to silence your pistol, silence your rifle, and that's a good place to start, is go in quiet. And same thing with upgrading your bike. It's like you can upgrade your muffler so that you can come into an area and not attract a lot of attention. Know what kind of a player you are. For example, if you like melee, if you like getting close and just doing a lot of damage up close, then to make that successful, you have to be able to, one, have a lot of health, and that means, search the world for the Nero mobile medical units. These are always at checkpoints. There's always a puzzle to get inside, but once you get inside, you're going to find Nero technology that will allow you to upgrade either your health, your stamina, or your combat focus. And again, depending on what kind of a player you are, choose the one that's going to upgrade Deacon's ability to survive to fit your styles.
If you're interested in more Days Gone, then make sure to check out these two videos, but for everything else, stay tuned at IGN.